The Congress of South African Students is threatening to shut down schools in the Western Cape. This after 2 teachers at the Rhodes High School tested positive for COVID-19. Now, Lindsay Dendlinka is joining us now live this morning. Lindsay, good morning and thank you very much for your time. Well, we understand that, of course, you will find people at schools with COVID-19 cases increasing. Dr. Zweli Mkhize, the Health Minister, making the point earlier this morning on eNCA that as pupils return to schools, they'll be taking with them back to school positive cases.
Good morning, Dan. Yeah, we've been at the school for just over 2 hours now, watching matriculants trickle in. The principal we spoke to earlier said because of public transport challenges and because many of the students who study at the school come from quite far, they were allowed to enter the grounds until around 9 o'clock this morning. There are about 194 matriculants here. But just a short while ago, the students' organization, Cosas, arrived. They want the school shut down immediately. And as you can see here behind me, some public order policing officers have been stationed here, and they've ordered them to disperse because the police say they are breaking gathering rules. As we know, under the lockdown, no more than 50 people should be gathered in any one space at one time. But these student movement leaders we spoke to a little earlier said they are not going anywhere until their members inside the school are allowed to leave the building.
Lindsay, just a question that maybe some of the students there, the people who are there protesting, might explain to you, or they have. My understanding from what the health minister has said is that you would expect positive cases in schools now because they are returning to normality. They're coming from communities where there's already been community transmission of COVID-19. So it's not like the school itself is to blame.
Correct, and the principal that we spoke to earlier, he said one of the teachers had contracted COVID-19 even before the school started, and the other teacher, as soon as she felt ill, she left the school and she didn't come into contact with many students, and that area was decontaminated. And as far as the principal was aware, none of his students that are in this building at this time have tested positive for COVID-19. But still, this is not what students want to hear. The students' movement saying they want all schools shut down, that it's premature for children to return to school. They want to see other sectors of society and industry open first. They're not satisfied that Parliament is only sitting in hybrid sittings when they say the majority of parliamentary staff we know are working from home. And so they want to see those kinds of commitments from government leaders, seeing them physically in their spaces of work. They're saying students are being used as guinea pigs to return to school, and they don't want to, as you say, want to see students come from their communities where they might contract COVID-19 and then bring it to schools like this.
Finally, Lindsay, did you get a sense from them that there's an awareness, at least, that we are sitting in June, half the year is gone, and that the longer it takes for normal school to resume, this year might as well be written off? Or is that the intention of Cosas?
That's exactly the intention, Dan. One of the leaders behind me that I spoke to a little earlier, that's exactly what they want. They say they don't want learners to be disadvantaged rather, if they can't attend school, and that they want a decision taken at a national government level to can this academic year, or at least until such time as they are satisfied that it's safer for pupils to be back in the classroom.
Okay, thank you very much, Lindsay Dendlinka.